Okay, so last but certainly not least is our quarterly and yearly checklist. And this is very important to go ahead and get, because you also don't want to like forget to do some of these things. So it's important to document them. It's like submitting taxes. Some places they require you to do it quarterly, and it is so easy to forget, okay? Because I don't know, nobody thinks in terms of 4 months at a time, really. So we want to make sure that we document those things. And then you notice in the checklist, I also have, and I'm going to pull this up on my screen over here so you can see it a little bit better. You have your plan for promotions for the following quarter. This is something that I do every quarter. I want to start thinking about two or three quarters ahead, so that I can start, planning pieces that I want to create. And then that would drive, the monthly goals. And then you see how that kind of works. So that planning those quarters is important to really help drive those sales. So that meets that goal of driving the sales. So that's something I want to add in there. So you might want to think about some other additional quarterly checklist items that you have in there, and then also your yearly checklist items. So in the state of Alabama, we've got our business license renewal and a business privilege tax that we have to pay. So there might be additional yearly checklist items that you have in there that is specific to your business, like maybe you've got contract renewals for your licensing contracts. Those are things that you want to schedule some time and really make sure that you allocate time to plan to review those or document what you want to have changed in the future. And it's also valuable to know that information so that you can talk and plan with your lawyer and say, hey, my contract with this company ends on X date. I'd like to renegotiate their terms with them. And here's what I'm thinking. So by thinking of these things, it's not jumping out at you last minute. Instead, you're taking the time to really plan for your future. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do in an upcoming section is I'm actually going to show you a little bit of a software that I use to manage all of these tasks. And it's, as you know, project management is what I used to do for a living, and I'm very good at it. I don't mean to sound conceited, but yeah, I was really good. I still am, because basically what I'm teaching you right now is project management. So, and that's what you're doing. You're managing projects on a daily basis. So welcome to being a project manager. I'm so glad that you're here. And this, I hope you found really super helpful. If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments below. Feel free to give me like a video recording of your questions. And, I'll be glad to answer, because, guys, I geek out on this big time, okay? So this is something that I do every month, is plan my months out. And I do every year. I plan at least 2 weeks that I put aside to address the following year. So that's how this whole community kind of stays organized, as I plan everything in advance. So, again, if you have any questions, guys, I'm a nerd and I'd love to help. All right. So next up, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to do a sped up process, because I still have the question. I'm going to kind of go back. I still have the question, remember, about how many items and how much time does it actually take to create a piece in Redbubble. So that's what I'm going to go do. All right.